Hi guys, today you've got a chance to practice a complete IELTS listening test. You'll listen to each section only once. You have time to read the questions before listening. Remember to read the questions carefully. Think of the tips to do different types of listening exercise. Okay guys, you've done the 4-section test. Let's check the answers together. Firstly, section 1, question 1 to 4. This is the table completion task. You have to read the table across the rows. You mustn't write more than 3 words and or a number for each answer. It is easy to see that you need nouns for questions 1, 2, and 4. And a number for question 3. Questions 1 to 4. Please look at the screen and pay attention to the sentences marked in yellow. Question 1. Tom says, then climbing, goodness, it says here that the university has its own climbing wall. That's impressive. And they go on weekend trips. So the answer to questions 1 is weekend trips. Question 2. Next, and it says the chess club normally just does games with whoever turns up, but it also runs competitions sometimes. So the extra activity for chess club members is competitions. Question 3. About the number of current members, Rachel says that the film club has just increased its membership from 85 to 125, but I think they are hoping to extend it to 150. There are several numbers here, 85, 125, 150. Listeners may be confused. The club used to have 85 members and has just increased to 125 members, and the expected member is 150. So the current number of member is 125. You should write down 125 on your answer sheet. I hope that you do not fail and fall in this trap. Question 4. If you go round the stands and speak to the people there, for the film club, that's the events organizer, for climbing, you'll need the club secretary, and the chess club is organized by one of the maths tutors. So definitely, the answer to question 4 is club secretary. There is no paraphrasing or distractor here. Let's move on with questions 5 to 10. This is a note completion task. Be noted that the answers will come in order in the recording. In this kind of exercise, the paraphrasing skills are often used by the test designers. Therefore, be ready to listen to synonyms. Anticipating the missing words is a good technique. With questions 5 and 7, we may need an adverb for each blank. With each of the questions 6, 8, 9, and 10, a noun should be filled in. Questions 5 to 10. Now, we check the answers together. Tom asks, it says in the leaflet that they get together twice a month. Is that right? And Rachel confirms the answers, yes. Get together means meet. So the missing words are twice a month. Question 6. Every year we have a special excursion, usually to France, which is where we are going this year in the spring, the answer to this question is spring. Question 7. Regarding the cost for the trip, Rachel says that we try and save up for it through subscriptions. So rather than having a huge sum to pay in the month we go, we collect those weekly, so it spreads it out. We hear the phrase pay in the month, but the speaker corrects herself. We collect those weekly. So the answer to this question is weekly. Question 8. Like in the climbing club, they've got a special arrangement with one of the shops in town. So if you show your card, you can get money off equipment. Get money off means discount on. The members of the climbing club can have discount on equipment. So that is the missing word for question 8. In the following sentence, the speaker says, don't think the discount extends to clothes though. Listeners maybe hear the word clothes, but this is not the discount. Question 9. If you do become a member, you automatically receive a magazine once a year. Once a year means annual. So the answer is magazine. Question 10. And the other thing is, if you come to a recession, then you can get a complimentary ticket to the big exhibition that's held in Cardiff every year. Get a complimentary ticket means free entrance. The answer to this question is exhibition. Answer key, section 1. Let's look at the screen and double check the answers. 1. Weekend trips. 2. Competitions. 3. 125. 4. Club secretary. 5. Twice a month or twice per month. 6. Spring. 7. Weekly. 8. Equipment. 9. Magazine. 10. Exhibition. Section 2. Questions 11 to 15. This is a selecting from a list exercise. The items in questions 11 to 15 are proper names, so they can't be paraphrased. So be ready to listen to synonyms of the words and phrases in the options A to G. Questions 11 to 15. Let's look at the script of the recording on the screen and identify the answers to these questions. Question 11. Brown Hall. It has recently had a gym built in its basement. A gym means sports facilities, so the answer is G. Question 12. Blake Residence. This is an all-girls residence. Boys are allowed to visit the hall, not to stay there. All-girls residence means for single sex. So the answer is F. Question 13. Queen's Building H bedroom now has its own shower room, which many students regard as a real bonus. This means each room has a private shower, so the answer is C. Question 14. Parkway Flats. The cost of breakfast, lunch, and dinner is covered in the fees for this hall, so it does look a bit more expensive. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner means all meals, so the answer is B. When talking about this hall, the speaker says the surrounding area is important, so parking is not permitted around the flats. The listeners may be confused with option E, parking spaces, but be noted that parking is not permitted. So E is not the answer, but a distractor. Question 15, temporize. The hall has domestic staff who clean the rooms once a week. So this is perhaps an attractive option for the messier amongst you. This means that the hall provides cleaning service. So the answer is A. Questions 16 to 20. This is a map labeling exercise. You need to match the buildings from 16 to 20 with their positions on the map from A to G. Observe the map carefully and note the main entrance and two main buildings. In addition, there are some buildings which have names on them, which are theatre, library, and sports center. Question 16 to 20. Now, guys, we'll check the answers together. Question 16, Brown Hall. The speaker says, if you come into the main university entrance, at the first junction, you'll find that Brown Hall is on the corner opposite the theatre. So the answer is B. Question 17, Blake Residence. The same applies to Blake Residence, which is directly facing the junction to the university entrance. The only building face the junction to the university entrance is A, and that is the answer. Question 18, Queen's Building. If you then walk along Campus Road towards the main circle, you'll see the library on the corner, and Queen's Building is just past that as you head north. The speaker describes building C, and that's the answer we need. Question 19, Parkway Flats. The Parkway Flats are on the opposite corner to the library, facing the circle as you head towards the main buildings. That's building E on the map. Question 20, temporize. Then temporize is inside the circle next to the sports center, but further from the main university buildings. Now, if you'd like to go off, next to the sports center are D and G, but further from the main buildings is D. Answer key, section 2. On the screen is the answer to section 2 of the listening test. You can compare those with your answers. Answer key, section 2. 11, G. 12, F. 13, C. 14, B. 15, A. 16, B. 17, A. 18, C. 19, E. 20, D. Section 3, questions 21 to 24. This exercise is of sentence completion type. Be prepared to listen to synonyms of the words in each sentence, and remember that the missing words cannot be changed from the words you hear in the recording, and they should make the sentences 21 to 24 grammatically correct. Questions 21 to 24. Question 21. Jenna says the end of term is April the 6th, and he said to hand it in on week 8, so that's March 25th. at the latest, because the beginning of that week is 21st. There are several dates here, and they must complete the project by March 25th. And that's the answer. 22, question 22. Jenna says, we've now got to look at the rise in older workers. Rise means increase. The missing words are older workers. Question 23. Marking refers to assess in the question. Jenna says the marker is a PhD student, but Marco correct the information. Actually, it just says here a senior lecturer. The project will be marked by a senior lecturer. Listen carefully or you'll be confused in this question. Question 24. Yeah, but I think we must sort out a timetable for the project, otherwise nothing will get done. So what they need is a timetable for the project. Questions 25 to 27. You are required to choose 3 letters from the list. In this kind of exercise, the speakers may mention everything in the list, but there are many distractors. Be prepared to listen to synonyms. Question 25 to 27. The speaker says, I think we should get in touch with the businesses on the list Professor Carter gave us and ask them if they are prepared to participate. Get in touch means contact. Businesses means company. This means they will contact some local companies. That's option G. Then we can go there, give them questionnaires, and collect them later. This means option B, hand-out questions, should be chosen. Marco suggests it would look better if we had actual shots of some of the stuff because we are citing appearance as a factor in employability, aren't we? And Jenna agrees with him. So shots means photographs. So option D, take photographs, is the answer. Questions 28 to 30. In this part, the multiple choice question type is given. Questions 28 to 30. 28. Question 28. Why did Jenna and Marco agree to work together? We complement each other academically as we are each good at what the other isn't. So the answer is B, because they each have different skills. Question 29. Why does Marco suggest that he writes the analysis? It's just that it might be faster because I'm used to doing it. The answer is C. He has more experience of this than Jenna. Question 30. Why does Jenna offer to do the presentation? Jenna says, he's said he expects me to do it because I haven't done one yet. The answer is A. Her tutor wants her to do the presentation. Answer key, section 3. Now, look at the screen, please. You can compare the answers with yours once again. Answer key, section 3. 21, March 25th. 22, older workers. 23, a senior lecturer. 24, timetable. 25, 26, 27, in any order, B, D, G. 28, B. 29, C. 30, A. Section 4. Questions 31 to 35. This is a classification exercise. In this exercise, we will hear the paraphrasing phrases of those in the items 31 to 35. Questions 31 to 35. When talking about newspapers, the speaker says readership in the US is much higher when people have time to relax when they are not working, especially on Sundays. This means that it is more popular at the weekend than during the week. Question 31. So, question 31 should be categorized in C, the press. Next, local radio has been hit less by the grip of quite strong local newspapers than by the internet, which is seen to offer a better regional service. The internet has affected the popularity of local radio, so option B should be chosen. Television has, of course, been global for a while, but now technological changes, which have fueled the rise of online news, have also allowed newspapers to print and distribute editions across the world. Distribute across the world means expand internationally. So the answer to question 33 is C, the press. Often the sources are the online versions of the newspapers, whereas television, in order to offer something different, has had to come up with a much more mixed bag of reporting, from hard news to light reports on celebrities' events. So the answer to question 34 is A, television. Television, however, is seen as critical to political power and has become subject to harsh controls about what it can or cannot say. So the answer to question 35 is A, television. Questions 36 to 40. This is a summary completion task. Remember that with this type of question, you cannot change the words you hear from the recording, and the words filled in the blanks must make the sentence grammatically correct. Questions 36 to 40. Question 36. The speaker says the newspapers now have a significantly higher profit margin than the rest of American industries. So the answer to question 36 is profit margin. Question 37. Well, they have put a lot of effort into developing and maintaining a very strong association with the retail trade. The answer to this question is retail. Question 38. A critical tool in their sales plan has been suggesting that the adverts they run can have vouchers. The missing word is voucher. Question 39. This has been enormously effective because they have found that not only do more people buy the paper to get the discounts, but also that this inevitably means much higher sales for the clients who advertised. The answer to this question is clients. Question 40. This has resulted in a significant and continuing rise in the number of advertisers prepared to pay the extra for full-page ads. The missing words are full page. Answer key, section 4. Please look at the screen and double-check your answers to section 4.
Answer key, section 4. 31, C. 32, B. 33, C. 34, A. 35, A. 36, profit margin. 37, retail. 38, vouchers. 39, clients. 40, full page.
We've finished checking the answers to the complete IELTS listening test, number 1. I hope that you can get most of your answers correct. In order to get band 6, you need at least 23 correct answers. Good luck at your next test, IELTS listening test number 2, in the next session. Goodbye for now.